So, Freunde, heute gibt es wieder mal einen Kopf mit, und zwar direkt aus Kalifornien. Ich bin hier beim John von Hookahjohn und wir werden ein kleines Interview machen. Das Ganze wird auf Englisch sein. Ich hoffe, ihr könnt Englisch, sonst wird es etwas schwierig werden. Aber ja, viel Spaß mit dem Video. Und John, thank you very much that I can be here. Maybe first introduce you quickly for the people that don't know you yet.
Okay, well, welcome, Sandro. Thank you. Yes, Hookahjohn. I've been in the business for, I'd say, 13 years now. And it's funny, many years ago, the German community recognized my brand. Many years ago. They used to have a forum. I think it was called German Hookah Forum. I don't know if it's before your time.
Yeah, that was before my time. I'm a little bit older, but I guess in Facebook groups. Or for how long are you present in the German market? Because I guess that was before my time. I'm like 5-6 years in the scene now. Was it around 10 or a little bit later?
Yeah, something like that. They had a huge forum. We had some big forums here in the U.S., but forums got taken over by, say, Facebook groups as far as being more instant chatter and so forth. But I've been interested in Germany for many years too, and I've been to Shisha Messe at least 2 times, maybe 3 times in Frankfurt. So familiar with the German market. And we've been sending them bowls, to the Hookahjohn bowls, to Germany for many years. And also we have some other products, Hookahjohn products, like the Saoka hookah and Neural hose and Flaka hose. But mainly to Germany, it's been Hookahjohn bowls.
Yeah, I think that's also the thing you're the most famous for in Germany, for the bowls. A little bit about your bowls. How did you get into creating your own bowls?
Oh, that's a good question. That is history. That is history. Before, there were so many bowls. Like there are hundreds of different bowl brands on the market now. Most of them are either European or Russian. Now Spain is doing a lot. There weren't many options. It was either traditional clay Egyptian bowls from Egypt or Syria. Then they had some Chinese ceramic bowls. But then Tangiers made the original funnel bowl.
Yeah.
But at that time, they were producing very limited quantities, but the demand was there. So I decided to make a bowl that was very different from a Tangiers bowl. Tangiers bowl tend to be big, the ones that they prefer. And they were making some mini bowls, like the small Tangiers funnel bowl and even the Pico. So I made a very small bowl called the Alien, and different shape. I wanted to be unique. As time progressed on, I see other people making different bowls, and so I started to make some more bowls that are, again, like a traditional funnel, but different features from Tangiers, and then different variations along the way. So it's been a long process. I believe our first bowl came out in 2010, so 12 years ago.
Okay, and that was the Alien bowl?
The Alien bowl, yeah.
Okay. And what do you say now is the most popular of your bowls? Like maybe you have to differentiate from the German market and the English market, or is that similar?
It depends. A lot of international markets have more stringent taxes on tobacco, so they tend to conserve more. Whereas in the U.S., there are more consumers with everything. You see the bigger cars, we spend more gas. There's a lot of consumption here. So the Harmony does very well here in the U.S., but the smaller markets, not smaller markets, the international markets, like the smaller bowls. So Alien, but the 80 feet by far. Right now, we've had several versions of the 80 feet, but the current version is the 80 feet España. They had made a request. It's funny. I made 80 feet, just like that. And then there was 80 feet 80 and 80 feet Resurrection, to have 2 different kinds. The Resurrection being more like an original one, and the 80 feet 80 being more of a shallow, less tobacco one. The Spanish market kept asking, can you make one like a little more deeper? Okay, so after it took me 2 years to bring it to the market, and it's done great ever since. Now the Spaniards are asking me to bring back the 80 feet 80. Okay. So I don't know, maybe in another 2 years, who knows?
Okay. Yeah, and I guess in the German market, the 80 feet was also one of the most popular because there was the aluminum foil era, let's say.
Right.
But right now it's all shifting to HMDs. So I know that the harmony is very well asked, but there is the depot size that varies a lot.
The Ferris bowl to hold it with the lip, is that what you meant or no?
No, the harmony, like some are deeper and some, these are the production variants, I guess.
Yes.
I mean, that's totally normal, but I know that a lot of German guys are hunting the shallow ones, and it's pretty hard to get them.
Well,
especially if you order online.
we're in the process of making something for Germany and Europe. So again, to fit the HMDs, so we're going to have similar to the Harmony Bowl is the Trimony Bowl, but the Trimony Bowl has 3 cuts in the inner spire. So it's hard to make something for everyone, but we are working on the Charmony and the Strymony.
Okay.
Strymony sounds German, kind of. So it will be the same bowls, only much more shallow.
Okay.
It's just hard when they're handmade. You know, there's a lot of shrinkage involved and handwork. So we don't use any molds. They don't come out of machines or anything. It's all, everyone is individually handmade. So we are working on making more shallow ones to help the German market, because 1, they want HMDs, 2, tobacco is getting very expensive.
Yeah, and there are the new laws coming with the 25 grams regulations. I mean, that's almost already here. So it would be great to get some more shallow bowls because they perform great. And you mentioned that they are all handmade. So can you guide me a little bit through the process, how your bowls are made? Like, where is the production? How many people are working there? Yeah, a little bit about the production.
Yes, well, we don't make them here in-house. We have a master ceramicist, a potter, and he has a crew of about 5 people, and they have their studio. And I mean, the process, you take a big clump of clay, just the raw clay, throw it on the wheel, it starts spinning, and they start shaping by hand. And then they'll use tools to really bring it down. And obviously they have to bake it or so, and then add color and then bake it again. The color is the glaze. So it's simple and complicated.
Yeah,
that was the simple version.
Yeah, because they don't have, like, I mean, they have references, but each time they just start off with a block and trim it down to the bowl.
Yes.
So each one is unique in the end. It's very nice. And about the models, so you already told me that you are planning to release those 2 new ones. What was it called? Charmony?
Charmony and Strymony.
Strymony.
To mean shallow. Shallow harmony, shallow Trimony.
Okay, and these are basically harmonies, but more shallow.
Yes.
Okay, when are you planning to release those?
Soon, it depends. Okay, so here's the thing with getting the German market. There's a lot of fear right now as far as what the market is doing. So we don't have a good partner in Germany right at this minute that is willing to take the risks. Yeah. But I have to present them first, those 2 bowls. So to answer your question, when, we haven't made it as a priority yet. I do have models. In fact, I'll have someone bring it in.
Again, a little bit about the different markets, I guess. Germany isn't your only market or main market. So where are you shipping and what is your biggest market?
Biggest market is the US.
Okay.
Okay. And we sell everything in the US. They want everything from the Ferris, the Trimony, the Harmony, 80 feet, Alien. And we also did the Klasinko bowl, which is a classic like Egyptian type bowl or Turkish type bowl. You know, it just has 5 holes in the middle. Okay. But we did it with like a Hookahjohn style to it. And I'll ask him to bring me some of those as well.
Yeah, that would be great.
Okay, so this is your current Harmony bowl. Okay. It's a little too deep maybe for Germany.
The German market, it's
now,
pretty deep.
This is the Charmony bowl. It's a little bit different. You can't see right now, but this one is maybe 2/3 capacity.
Okay.
I still want to go a little more shallow, but it gets very difficult to make the exact height difference between the outer edge and the inner stuff. So we're working on making this a little more shallow, but this will be the Charmony.
Yep.
Same here with the Trimony, and our Trimonies are always a little bit deeper.
Yeah.
Okay. But this, you'll see a significant difference in depth. Okay. Again, we want to bring it down, But it's kind of, if you had a computer, if you were 3D printing, it's easy. You put the measurements in and do it. But again, by hand, and the type of material we use is different than other brands out there. It doesn't look as nice as other bowls that are perfectly smooth. You'll see how it's porous in here. It's rough.
Yeah.
But this type of clay, we believe, is the best performing clay as far as heat retention. See, some of the cheaper stuff you get from cheap porcelain, it's very thin and the heat comes out and it disperses the heat too much outside, where this really tends to retain heat very well. So we're very happy with our clay, the clay that we use. But again, it has to be done by hand with the setup we have now. So hopefully these two will hit the German market soon. So if any German importers are ready, contact me and we're going to make these for you.
Perfect. Yeah, I would even prefer them a little bit even more shallow.
Right.
Yeah, because right now I guess it would be close if you build it with contact with 25 grams or 20 grams. It could be close, so I would prefer it a little bit more shallow.
That's what we're working on. But the thing is, you also have to remember, different people pack in different ways.
Yeah.
Meaning, when they put their Cloud Lotus or HMD on, some put it right on the tobacco, which becomes a problem. It's hard to clean it, right?
Yeah.
With Tangiers, it's much easier because of just the materials in Tangiers. Okay. So yes, we will try to bring it down, but we have to be very careful with the exact measurements. And our guys, for handmade, you cannot find craftsmen who will make it this close to what we want by hand.
Yeah, I imagine it's pretty difficult and you have to get experienced people to do it for you.
Oh yeah. Not very experienced, it's very talented as well.
Yeah.
So we take pride in them. I'm going to move on to another bowl that's new that we just released this year. It's called the Clasinco bowl. Okay, we just say it's classic and cinco for 5 holes in it.
Yeah.
This is more of a blend between, say, Turkish Egyptian bowl and how it moved on to Russia, and Russia started making their own kind. Some of them by hand, a lot of them by mold. And very simple. So I wanted to add like the Hookahjohn feel to it. Our little platform here, a little base. We really like this edge that we have here, and then put some interesting glazed designs in here, the colors and so forth.
Yeah, they look beautiful.
Now, I'm not a big fan. I'm a big fan of funnel bowls.
Yeah, me too.
Okay, but there is for Russian hookah smokers, I think it's almost 50-50 between funnel and like traditional bowl.
Yeah.
So this is another option that we have, but these are going to be deep.
Yeah.
And not sure how the German market will like it. Let's see, we shipped some. Where did we ship? We shipped to several countries already, the Clasinco bowls. The feedback, I think worldwide, more people prefer a funnel style bowl, as do I. So, but it's another option for you.
Yeah, I mean, there are a lot of people smoking UPG or similar stuff, and this goes into this direction, I guess.
And this is good for when you have, like, say, a blonde leaf or whatever. You loosely pack it, okay, fluff it, if you will. So you don't have to put that much tobacco in there. It's a matter of heat management, And again, depending on how high or low, you'll get a different effect. If you go high and your heat management touches it, you're going to get great cloud production right away, but it'll tend to burn. Yeah. If you have some patience, you keep it a little bit lower and you have a longer session, maybe less clouds, but more flavor. But it's all fun. It's hookah. Try everything.
Yeah.
Try everything, and then you figure out what your style is and what you like, and enjoy. Have fun with it.
Yeah, that's the most important thing in the end. So a little bit about the design process of the different bowls. Are you the one designing all of them, or is it like a team effort with your team? Or what is the process if you say, okay, I want to release a new bowl?
Yes, it is a team process between me and my crew here. We discuss why would we want to do this bowl, why would we want to do that. They're already doing it. What makes a bowl good? Just fortunately for us, our bowls last a long time. We don't have to keep reintroducing new ones, and it's also very difficult. You already have a funnel. That's what it's supposed to be, a cup with a hole and a raised spire in it. So to come up with new bowls, it's different. You have to have certain things that are standard in it. It has to have the right opening here, right? Because of that. And then it has to have the right diameter for an HMD. So the rest of it, what are we going to do? You know, that's where design doesn't equal performance. You know, we do have our design here with our, you know, our swirl. Other people do cross swirls. Other people like Workbun from Russia do a whole bunch of patterns, which are really amazing. And then now sky's the limit when it comes to art. This is artwork. You can do everything, but the problem is it becomes you've got time and labor, and which equals cost. Yeah. So I don't want to produce, like, I've seen bowls out there, $50, $100. I don't know. I think a lot of hookah smokers like to have a bowl collection. We've also come up with the idea, why don't we have craft artisan bowls, you know, that cost more money. The problem is our production is so high and quick that we can't slow down for those to make $100 bowl, you know, where it'll cost us 3 or 4 times what these cost us. We're very good with bringing you such a good bowl. In the US, this costs $25.
Yeah, that's
so
very fair price. Yeah.
It is for, you know, one person to make it. A lot of people make their own. They might have a small studio and make their own, but they put hours and hours into it. Okay, so for us to have people set up in a studio making hundreds and thousands of bowls each week, we think the price is very fair.
Yeah, how long does it take to make one bowl? Like, yeah, I guess it's hard to tell because it's like batch work, but what's kind of the average time a guy needs to model one bowl?
To just shape it from raw clay?
Yeah, just to shape it.
They're so good, they do it in minutes.
Okay, that's
in
crazy.
Minutes, just to spin it and get it up, and get it into form. But then you have the whole labor part of letting it dry, then baking it, then taking it out, and then dropping it in the glaze to get the color on it. And then you have to bake it again. And when you're baking it, this is hours, so you're doing like 500 at one time. All the labor of taking each one and setting up so that you can bake, and this goes overnight too.
Yeah, and there are also some special models, I would call them, like the flying saucer, for example. What was the process in designing this one? I really like it. I don't smoke it that often, but from time to time I like to build it and smoke it.
Flying saucer, it hasn't been made in maybe 5 years.
Yeah, okay, I still have one.
Oh, do you?
Yeah.
Hold on to it. I don't think we'll come back to that one, only because when they were available, it wasn't a big seller. That's one. Now I get random requests for the flying saucer bowl. It performs good. I don't even think we have one in the warehouse. I don't know if I have one anywhere. It performs good. It's for foil. You can't use an HMD on it. But maybe we can come up with a version that, see, if you're going to come and use the same version and make it to where you have an HMD on it, it's going to be a deeper bowl. Will it work? I don't know.
Yeah.
And it would be very hard to make, I think.
Yeah, but I really liked it because it was something different. It looked different. It looked special, and it was fun to pack it with the foil over the little knob. I will add a picture here so the people that don't know what I'm talking about will see it. Hookahjohn is not only about the bowls. I guess it started with the bowls, but what are your businesses right now? I guess there are multiple.
Well, yeah. Obviously, we do retail, so people in the U.S. order online, and we ship out dozens of packages every day throughout the whole country. We do some international orders as well. We carry all of the brands of tobacco, you know, not all of them, but many of them that are available here locally in the U.S. We carry a lot of accessories by other people, a lot of hookahs. We also make the Saoka hookah, if you want to put some pictures of it in there, if you want to grab them.
Add that.
I should be smoking it. I'm smoking DSH right now just because that's what the guys brought me in the morning. Charcoal, titanium charcoal. There have been so many brands to come and leave the market so quick. They come, they shoot up, they go down. There's a whole business to that, but we're very satisfied with our production of coconut coals, and we sell tons, literally tons every day. We get containers shipped in, and maybe 3 to 4 containers per month. And that's only for the US, and they're getting shipped out on a regular basis. And I'll take you for a little tour and show you that.
And now a little bit about you as a person. Like, obviously you like to smoke hookah. When did you start smoke hookah, and what was the reason for starting? And how do you smoke hookah? What's your favorite way of smoking? Like which tobacco, which bowls, which setup?
Well, currently, yeah, what I like smoking here, you'll see me in the office. They have an old Harmony bowl with a Cloud Lotus on it. That's because my guy here who packs me hookah every day, that's his method, his best method of packing, and it's okay. I like it. I enjoy it. When I'm at home, I use 80 feet bowl.
Oh.
I use foil. I use the Flavor Saver. It's a wound up piece of metal.
Yeah.
To put a space between the bowl and the charcoal. I like that just to, that's just my preferred method. Hookahs, it doesn't matter. I like to use, at home I rotate between a MIG made in Germany, Regal, DSH, and my own brand Saoka. Those are the ones I rotate at home. It just depends. I tend to like the DSH hookahs most because they're smaller and more simple, easier to set up, easier to clean. Whereas if you have like an old Egyptian hookah, it's just bulky,
Yeah.
you know, and they smoke great. It just takes a little bit more work. That's all. So I find myself at home trying to make my hookah setup as simple as possible. Yeah, I discovered it in Lebanon in the late 90s when I started traveling to Lebanon. It was available everywhere, and it was new to me, and I liked it and fell in love. And I wasn't in the business. I wasn't getting in the business. I didn't get in the business till maybe 10 years after that. So say, yeah, about 10 years after that, I got into business. We were having a financial crisis here in the US. I was in the real estate market. Everything crashed.
Yeah.
I was smoking hookah every night, stressed out. What am I going to do? What am I going to do?
Yeah.
So I jumped into the hookah industry.
Yeah.
And it was supposed to be temporary.
Yeah.
And now I don't look back at real estate. But it's just great that it's bigger. At the time, I thought it was a Middle Eastern thing. It's grown so much. And people from Middle Eastern countries that have hookah have immigrated all over the world. And that's one of the many things they take. They take food with them, culture, and they take hookah with them.
Yeah.
And what's great about it, the host country, say like Germany or Russia or anywhere in Europe, they start making their own. So they've made their own. Brazil is making hookah products, their own. They've taken the traditional and made their own. Spain is another one that's been coming up over the last few years. We do have challenges all over the world, though, with production. The innovation is there, the market is there, but we have obstacles with government and regulations.
Yeah, I guess
Yeah.
everyone has that. How are the regulations in the US right now? Like, are there similar approaches to reduce hookah smoking like in Germany, or is it a little bit less aggressive?
Yeah, well, the threat is here. Okay, it's a lot of regulation coming out, and the good thing is we have a National Hookah Association that's been fighting this battle. And the problem is, it's not like just the country's laws. It's not just the federal government. You have states, cities, counties, and they're all coming up with their own attempts to ban hookah and any type of flavored tobacco. And so we're doing a decent job, a very good job, a lot of effort of trying to stop that and combat that. So who knows what the future will be? I have no idea. There's always the need and the demand to smoke. And why are they regulating it? Who cares? If people want to smoke, let them smoke. I mean,
I guess
they're not, there's no threat against banning cigarettes. Why?
Yeah,
Why?
because there is a lot of money that
That's
cigarettes.
a whole big
But
issue
that's
that
another
yeah, we could talk for hours on it, but
Yeah.
who cares? Hopefully we stay strong in hookah, and but I just like how the world has evolved in hookah.
Yeah, and what would you say is the American way to smoke hookah? Like, there are, I guess not everyone here is smoking 10 years, because I don't know if it's similar to Germany, that it's more like the more experienced guys are going for 10 years. What would you say, like the normal guy that smokes hookah twice a month, how is he smoking in the US?
It's hard to say, because not everybody is the same. So you have a lot of people online talking in these groups. So a normal American smoker, it's hard to define. There's so many. If you just go off of tobacco sales, which I think El Fakir is our number one seller here in the U.S. But I kind of have an idea of how much they smoke, how much is sold El Fakir in the U.S. The thing is, there's only like several thousand people on these social media groups that will discuss it. So they're not necessarily representative of the hookah consumer in the U.S. or in the world. So I can't tell you. I know how people, I have friends, I go to their house, they still do the traditional way, foil, whatever bowl they get, traditional tobacco, Fumari, El Fakir. In Tangiers, in the grand scheme of things, which is what I like and what I like to prefer to smoke, it's somebody who's done some research or has been introduced to it. So it's always a pleasant surprise if I talk to a friend, let's say. We have, in my community, my friend group, my extended relatives, not many of them are Tangier smokers. So when I go to a party and then we have a cousin from here or there I haven't seen, and they mention Tangiers, I'm very impressed.
Yeah.
You know, because it's not that well known, because most people who smoke hookah aren't online researching it.
Yeah, it's pretty similar in Germany, I guess, because we are living in our bubble where everyone research stuff, knows stuff, and those guys mostly smoke now Funnel and HMD or go the Russian way. But I would say in Germany, like the standard way of smoking, that mainstream, let's say, is still the normal Turkish bowl, like the KS Upboard. You know that one?
No.
It's just like a normal bowl and with the chimney on top.
Yes.
That's still pretty well known in Germany, but it's slowly shifting towards like exactly your setup with an HMD and funnel.
I think they need to do that. My experience in Germany, I went to a few lounges. Germans make excellent hookah pipes.
Yeah.
Excellent. Probably the best in the world. But somehow they don't know how to prepare a hookah.
Yeah, it always depends where you go. I mean,
course,
the normal bars, you see a lot that, just prepared with the chimney on top, and it's shit.
What do you think of your hookah experience here
I like
right
it. I like it. This is how I would smoke mine as well. Like, it's well packed. It's Tangiers. I smoke with. This is a Harmony as well, yeah.
Yes.
With Call Lotus and 3 charcoals, and I don't know how high it's packed. Maybe I can check quickly. I would pack it a little bit higher if I would pack it for myself, but it's not an issue because it's Tangiers. But other brands I would, and I always prefer to smoke pretty hot compared to the normal guys.
When I do smoke this setup at home, I will use a Lotus at home sometimes. I always go higher than
with
this.
contact a little bit.
A little contact, but you get in the danger of, when you're higher, you have to be a little bit more fluffy in there.
Yeah,
have a little more
airflow. To
airflow.
regulate the heat a little bit more.
Yeah.
We call that in Germany Noppenkontakt.
Noppenkontakt.
This is like when the little, what do you call the bumps of the cloud, when those touch the tobacco and nothing else, that's called Noppenkontakt.
Okay.
And that's like the most.
What does Noppen mean?
Noppen, that's the word for these little bumps.
Oh, okay.
It's like a Noppen.
Okay, it's a Noppen. A nub. A nub in English,
maybe it's a nub.
Not a knob, a nub.
A nub.
Yeah, N-U-B.
Oh, okay.
That's a new word for you.
Yeah, I didn't know this word exists. Yeah, this is like the most common way for enthusiasts to smoke, but it's shifting away from Call strongly because they are very pricey in Germany, and there are also aluminum HMDs that perform pretty much the same, that cost like $25 instead of $60.
China. Everything is in China now.
Everything's in China.
And you can make them cheaper. I stick with Cloud because of their innovation. They were the original ones to make it. I know there's many models now, and we're not using the cover or the lid with the Lotus here, but nobody's making the lid, so that reduces cost right away. Yeah. And then they make simple packaging.
They can't make the lid because it's patented.
Yeah, something like that. There's a bunch of features in the Lotus that are patented.
Yeah.
I don't know them exactly, but.
And I personally like to smoke stainless steel HMDs now because they deliver a little bit of more heat.
Yes.
And it's but it's for high heat smokers, and I didn't bring mine now. I forgot to put it in the car, but I could have shown you. And it's also like $25. So
Like this one on my desk.
Oh
You
yeah,
see that?
it's this.
That's a couple of them.
Oh yeah, exactly like this. Yeah, this is like the way most are shifting to right now from color, just because it's
The costs. Yeah, the cost is a big factor. Another problem, we were importing these bases from the Czech Republic, which are very nice, but right now the Czech Republic is hurting very bad, and we can't produce any. Now, you can say a base is a base, it's just a glass holding water, but I tend to, I like quality, you know, I hate to put a nice hookah, a very good quality hookah on a cheaper base.
Yeah, the bases are a huge thing in Germany right now. The Caesar bowls, do you know them? This is also from the Czech Republic, and those are very, very pricey, but those.
Oh, okay. You say bowl. Here in the US, we call this bowl.
Yeah,
but
no,
this,
the
we say base or base. Yeah.
Base. Okay, yeah, sorry. These ones are
Yeah, where are those made?
in Czech Republic as well.
Okay, and is there good?
Yeah,
is it very high priced?
It's very high priced.
Right.
It's like $200 for one, and the prices even went up because the costs in the Czech Republic went up for production. But a lot of enthusiasts are buying those now because they just look stunning.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Continuing on, maybe I'll take you for a tour of the
quick
warehouse.
Tour, yeah, that would be great. Then we can wrap it up with a quick tour and show the products we mentioned a little bit closer. Yeah, let's do that.
Okay, so here we have some of our inventory on the bowls that we make. Here we have Harmony bowls all up here, a couple of rolls. Then we have some wide gauge Harmony bowls there. Some people like the wide gauge, but they're not too popular. Oh, so many. Here, look how beautiful these aliens are. Okay, not too much. Here, I'm going to give you this as a gift too to take with you.
Thank you very much.
Okay, so you will have very little shisha, and it fits the Cloud Lotus or any HMD.
Thank you very much. Yeah, that's beautiful.
Okay, coming to my favorites. Again, if you like foil, the 80 feet España. Okay, these are my favorite bowls. But I just really love the way these came out, the color, the art, the craftsmanship in this. I really like what we've produced with them. But also the Harmony, the Alien, they really are beautiful. And that's a very good shisha saver. Almost too much. Like for me, I don't use it that much. You have like one session, you'll consume all your tobacco, which is good. It depends on the consumer, what they like.
Yeah, it's pretty tobacco saving, I guess, which is good for the German market right now.
And over here we have the Ferris bowl, which is very popular in actually France. Really likes.
Okay. Yeah.
France is really liking the Ferris bowls.
Okay, interesting.
Okay, and this one you put in, it just keeps your HMD stable.
Yeah.
Which isn't really too necessary, but also people feel like these are a bigger, bulkier bowl. They're not. Picture how much tobacco you would put in here. Not too much.
Yeah, it seems a little bit more because of the lip up here, I guess.
It seems more, but you're going to be, I mean, that's your height right there.
Yeah.
So maybe 20 grams.
Yeah, maybe 25. Yeah, it depends on how you pack it.
Depends
if you pack
on how
it
you
fluff,
pack it, yeah.
you can get away with 20, I guess, yeah.
Yeah. So those are the Ferris bowls, and then here we have, again, the Clasinco bowls, which we talked about earlier, but really beautiful work. I wish I could say I made them. I didn't make them. I didn't. we design, we give ideas, and it goes over to the artists who make them.
Yeah.
And then we also have some that are non-glazed.
Okay.
For people who like the traditional, they like to coat their tobacco.
Yeah. Yeah, that's pretty UPG style.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll show you what the majority of our work here. We have a lot of packing of the retail orders. So the biggest thing we are doing are the Hookahjohn coals, which is the titanium brand. You have cubes, which are the 25 millimeters, cubettes, which are 22. We have the new mega ones, which are 26, and we may go bigger. We might change these to 27. Not sure yet.
Yeah.
And then, of course, flats, which used to be the most popular, and now they're the least popular.
Yeah,
but in the US, they're very popular.
Because more people still smoke with aluminum foil, or you...
I don't know. However, you can use flats in an HMD. Why not? You put them up on their side, maybe better heat management, a lot more space. So here you can see how much charcoal we have. It's just
that's a lot of charcoal.
Yeah, this is just megas. You have cubes here. We have lounge cases, more cubes. the flats. So just watch your step.
Yeah.
But it is a lot. Like in here, as far as tons, I would say there's 60 tons of charcoal here in this warehouse right now.
Yeah, that's a lot of charcoal.
Yeah, that's a good amount. And sometimes this warehouse will be empty, and sometimes we can't even fit the forklift in here. We have to go put it at the neighbors.
What is in these bags
These are
here?
mouth tips.
Okay,
disposable mouth tips.
That's a big amount of disposable mouth tips.
Oh yeah, we do a lot of this too.
You sell those to lounges, I guess, mostly.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And then we have a lot of work bund and DSH used to be there. We don't have much DSH, but we don't have room so much.
Yeah, I see.
Okay, so we have a lot of al-fakhr. This is one of my favorite rooms. If you want to go take a walk and see what we have in there.
This is an amazing room here, the
And right
Tangiers
now,
room.
We're very low inventory
Okay.
on Tangiers. This is low.
Yeah, that's the dream of most German guys, this room here.
Yeah. Sometimes I come in here and I take a nap. It's just tight and tight. We have a lot of MIG products everywhere. You see MIGs everywhere and stocked all over the place. Made in Germany. My favorite German brand.
Yeah.
And that's it. We have a lot of other brands. Eternal Smoke is a big US seller. Ugly Hookah is a great one. We have some Overdose in here.
Do you have Trifecta as well?
Trifecta, yeah, I think in that room over there. Trifecta, let's see, are we low on inventory right now? Yeah, this is all Trifecta right there.
Ah, okay. Yeah, I was told I should try that. Marvin hat mir das hier empfohlen. The Lavender Mint from. Okay, it smells really nice. I have to do a shopping tour afterwards anyways. So still a lot of classic products like Masai al-Fakhr selling good in the US, or is it going down as well and getting taken over by newer brands, or is it still a solid base?
It's solid base. The al-Fakhr is always number one.
Yeah.
But a lot of people that know about us really do the Tangiers.
Yeah, and it's so nice to see images of fruits and name of fruits again. On
you don't have this, right?
Yeah, it's forbidden.
Where? Okay, so this goes with here. This is the Saoka hookah.
Okay, this is your own product.
Yes, this is the Hookahjohn design, and Saoka stands for Santa Ana, Orange County, California.
Ah, okay, yeah, that would make sense.
Yes, I'm looking forward to Shisha Messe.
Yeah, you're coming?
Year. Yes, I'll be there.
Okay, nice.
And then maybe we'll bring some products with us and show some people there.
Oh yeah, they have.
These are the original handmade Russian ones.
How much does one of those cost here?
I don't know. I forget. I have to look it up. Maybe $20, something like that. But they just do beautiful work. And I'm seeing these Chinese, they're made in China now, copies, not work bun. This industry has this problem.
Yeah.
Somebody comes up with a great idea. Anyhow, that's it.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you, Sandro, for coming.
Yeah, thank you very much for inviting me and showing me around. It was a pleasure.
You got it.
Okay.
All right, and I'll see you guys in Germany. I can't wait to see a lot of people in Germany. It's been a few years. And I'll see you at Shisha Messe.
Ja, also, wenn ihr ihn seht in Frankfurt, geht einfach vorbei, quatscht etwas mit ihm. Ist sehr, sehr nicer Typ mit sehr viel Fachwissen. Ich schaue mich jetzt hier noch um, decke mich etwas ein mit Tabak. Ich hoffe, das Video hat euch gefallen. Falls ja, lasst mir gerne einen Daumen nach oben da und einen Kommentar. Und wir sehen uns schon sehr, sehr bald im nächsten Video wieder. Haut rein, wir sehen uns. Tschüssi.